guys, Yana here, and I'm back with another freaking video. So my birthday just passed. I am officially 21, and I was kind of like holding back on telling my age because a woman does not tell her age, but I'll just say for this video because I'm gonna give you guys a couple things that I've learned before turning 21. And I can honestly tell you guys, I've learned so much. Like, my life has been in a full-on roller coaster, and I'm very grateful for it. Honestly, I'm very, very grateful for it. I'm grateful for the people who serve their purpose in my life. I'm grateful for the people who are still in my life. I'm grateful for how things played out. I feel like everything played out the way it's supposed to. I feel like a lot of character development, a lot of maturity, a lot of knowing my value, my worth, knowing what I deserve. Like, a lot of those things really, sometimes it takes one thing just to change you, I guess you can say. And the change was for the better because I started this year doing my thing, and when I tell you I have been it's okay to not be okay. I feel like that's the biggest lesson I had to learn, because I've always felt like when you're not okay, you're just not okay. I feel like with things that were occurring in my life, different things that was occurring in my life, and how I choose to respond to them was what made me realize that yes, I'm in this season, yes, I'm in this moment, but this moment is only temporary. And I know it's not okay, I know you're not feeling okay, but you will be okay. And it's okay to feel these emotions that you feel, because you have every right to feel those things. You know what I'm saying? Prayers and affirmations are everything. And that is like my biggest thing. Praying to God and having an actual conversation. And I feel like with me having a conversation with him, I have to be honest with myself about a lot of things that I may have been hiding as a person. Like, things I was hiding from myself. And I have to really take a step back and be like, how can I be honest with God if I'm not honest with myself about who I am and, you know, what I want. Now I don't let myself sit there in doubt. Now I push myself to be better. And knowing that the things that happen to my life, people might look at me and be like, how did she get through that? Or how did she, like, she just went through something like that, and how did she still stand there? It's because I pray to God. It's because I have a relationship with God. It's because the blessings and the word of God and like feeling him, I feel like it just made me realize that, like, I had to step out of control and I had to give him control over my life. And I had to really sit down and be like, I'll give you the will. And doing that has been the best choice I've ever made. And that's why I say prayer and affirmation is everything, because it can really change your life. As long as you keep having faith and trust God and trust and believe the affirmation, the positive affirmation that you're saying to yourself. You can't just expect positive affirmations from a partner. You can expect it from yourself as well. You should do it for yourself as well. You know what I'm saying? So those are the biggest things I'd say. I know I went into a little bit of preacher mode, but I'm very big on that. Be kind and forgive yourself. I feel like when you saw the burden off your life, I feel like once you forgive and you let go of the situation, you don't hold grudges off of the things that's happened to you. Because, I mean, you can't blame yourself. You can't shame yourself. And you shouldn't have to regret anything happening, because, for example, me, like, I don't regret anything that's happened in my life, because I believe that those things happened for a reason. I believe that that moment, that situation, or whatever case may be, has led me to where I am now, to where I am I'm in a whole lot better place, mentally, physically, the whole nine. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it took me a lot to get here. And I feel like me having to forgive myself for I would say, for some instances, we might feel like we allowed certain things to happen, or, you know, you deserved better, so why would you have let, or, you know, for some things that was happening, whatever situation that's happened in your personal life, I feel like you should always be kind to yourself and forgive yourself for what happened, because, or for anything, because it's only one you. You have you for the rest of your life. You don't want to sit there with inner hate within yourself off of things that you should forgive yourself for and move on from because of where you are now. Because you cannot go back and change what happened, but you can move on. You can let it go. You can forgive and move on with your life and want better and do better. You know what I'm saying? Losing people is okay. It took me a long time to get that. Like, it's just hard for me to let someone go, and no, it's just like, no, I want you to be here with me. I want you, you know what I'm saying? Attachment. And I had to learn that some people serve their purpose. We're no longer aligning and their time is up. You have to let them go. You have to leave them to open doors to new people, to new relationships, to new friendships, new opportunities. You have to choose to you have to be okay with knowing that there's other people out there. You have to be open to knowing that there are better people out there, better than this person that's right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it took me a while to get that because it was hard for me to see that, because I always seen the good in people. And I don't think that should ever be taken away from me because of how certain people were in my life. But I just felt like if I'm losing you, then it's like I'm not being loyal to our friendship. And I had to realize that I had to be loyal to me first before being loyal to a friendship or to a relationship or to an, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like I had to be okay with losing things, with knowing that even though I may have lost this, there's something better out there for me. There's something that is bigger and better relationship, better friendship, better opportunities. So it's like, it's okay for when things are gone because there's better to come. And you wouldn't want to still have things that's like rotten still in your life, you know, when you should be getting fresh, you know, fresh vegetables, fresh fruits. You don't want no expired fruits in your circle, in your life, because that's gonna bring you down too. Embrace who you are. That's like a lot of like this is a very okay. In order to embrace who you are, you have to know who you are. You have to know your value. You have to know who you are from the bone, and you have to be open to knowing different parts of yourself, because not a lot of parts of yourself you're gonna like. You understand? So it's like you have to be open to knowing that I may not like some things about me. I may not enjoy this, whatever case may be, but I have to be open to loving myself and to embracing these things. For example, if you have impurities, insecurities, lower self-esteem, like maybe you have something on your body, or like how, like whatever it is, you have to get to the root, and you have to form a healthy relationship within yourself for you to be open to embracing who you are and not hating yourself and feeling low of yourself, when you should be thinking good of yourself and you should want better for yourself. So it's like, if you're thinking highly of yourself, it's more likely that you'll put yourself around better alignment. You know, you'll be better aligned with how your life is gonna be, because you're open to yourself, you're embracing yourself, you know who you are, you know how you know what I'm saying, like you just know you. So I feel like that's the big thing. Heal from childhood wounds. That was the biggest lesson I had to learn, because I feel like I cannot carry my childhood trauma into my adulthood. I feel like I need to cut that out. I feel like I need to heal those parts of me that is still hurting, that is still, you know what I'm saying? And I have to get to the bottom of it, get to the root of it, because carrying those into my adulthood and then having those things show up in my adulthood isn't good. And I can say that I've done a lot of that now, to where I don't react the same to a lot of things now. I don't even operate the same, because when you release those toxic things and like those like toxic energies, those toxic memories, those toxic things that's happened to you, and you choose to heal, and as you heal, you want better for yourself. As you heal, you'll love yourself more, and you'll embrace who you are now, and you're more kind and patient with yourself, because it takes time for you to heal and to not get as easily triggered to some things that you was triggered to before. Figure out how can you respond differently, because you can't control everyone else, but you can only control yourself. So when someone tries to trigger you, because there's always going to be that one person who's going to try and trigger you, who's going to try and get under your skin, respond differently to how you used to respond to things, and move differently. It'll really change how your atmosphere is like. It's okay to cry and let your emotions out. Crying is like emptying a filter, emptying a bag. Crying is like popping a balloon and then the water's falling out. You have to release these things. You can't carry them for so long, because that's what they're going to form to: tears, anger, and carrying those emotions and carrying those tears and not being able to freely let yourself be vulnerable is the most dangerous thing you can do to yourself, because you are a ticking time bomb and you don't want to be bombing on the wrong person. You work on your emotions, work on how to release your emotions in a positive way. Let yourself feel, let yourself be honest with yourself, because crying is honestly being honest with yourself and how you feel. You don't want to sit there and continuously gaslight yourself that you're that you're okay, or this, you know what I'm saying? Let your emotions speak your emotions, let your emotions out in a good way, and be kind to yourself while you're doing it, because you're being vulnerable and you should be allowed to be vulnerable. Choose yourself. So that's the biggest thing I had to learn. I'm the oldest, so it's like I have to choose to I was always immune to putting people before me, because that's how I was. And I'm a very nurturing person. I have a mothery vibe to me, mothery energy. So taking care of people and thinking of them, and that at the time felt right to do. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that with me putting people before me and choosing them over me, I was being disloyal to myself. I was losing my self-respect. I was losing me, because all I saw was them. All I wanted to lift up and all that was for them. And I had to stop that. And I realized that choosing other people have never benefited me. I had to always choose myself, because when I choose myself, I glow more. I'm more healthy. I'm not as much stressful. I pray more. My life starts to align itself back to where it was before. My life starts to align itself for the better. I am in better circumstances. So it's just when I choose myself, my focus is on myself. And then when you focus on you, everything starts to align, because you're putting all your energy into you and what you got to do, and things that you're, you know what I'm saying? So it's choosing myself have been the most biggest thing and the most proud thing that I have done for myself, which I do always give myself a round of applause for, because it was hard. It was very hard, because I feel like I've always felt damn, if I'm doing that, then I'm letting that person go. And that also ties into being okay with losing people, with you choosing yourself. And I have to choose myself. You have to know your non-negotiables. You have to know your boundaries. You have to choose yourself in every aspect of your life, because choosing yourself will put you in better circumstances, so where you're not forced to do anything, but you're doing what you want to do, because you chose yourself. You chose your life. You chose this, that, and the third. You feel what I'm saying? That leaves no regret, no nothing off of the things you do, things you say, no shame, no nothing, because you chose to do it, because you chose you chose your own self-respect, you chose to value you chose to love yourself. You feel what I'm saying? And that's exactly what I did. And choosing myself has been the best thing for me, for my adulthood. In this phase of my life, I was meant to go through what I went through to be where I am now, so where I'm prepared for this phase of my life. I'm prepared for the challenges. I'm ready to take the steps. I'm ready for the path that God has for me, because now that I'm only paying attention to me, I want to know what's next. I want to, you know what I'm saying, put the focus on me and what I'm doing, so I can better myself in my life. Not every relationship is going to last. And that's for friendships and relationships. Be open to knowing that not everything's going to last forever. But the things that are meant for you are going to be your forever. So don't ever feel like you're missing out. Just believe that people come into your life for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. Solitude is very good for you. When I tell you, I had to be okay with being alone again. And it wasn't like, oh, like I was lonely, I didn't have friends or my siblings or anything, or my family. No, like I actually like solitude. I like my peace. I like being in my own space, in my own energy. I like vibing with myself. I like learning myself, and that has been the best thing for me. And it's like you learn a lot about yourself, and you can heal a lot with being by yourself. But you can also heal with being around other people. But that's another topic for another day, okay? No one is worth your peace and joy. When I tell you that no one is worth your peace and joy, no one is worth your peace and joy. You should never be in a space or with anyone or around somebody or any case may be where you are not happy, where you are not at peace. If you are in a relationship or a friendship or around people that is not giving you peace and joy, you should leave that. You should never sacrifice your own personal peace and joy for nobody. Don't be with broke guys. Now, when I say that, I mean, don't be with guys who aren't looking to pursue you. Don't look for guys who aren't looking to provide for you. Don't look for guys who aren't financially stable. I feel like a man who isn't financially stable needs to get financially stable before even having a girlfriend, or should be talking to girls. I feel like he needs to be focusing on himself and getting himself together as a man. So most definitely do not be with broke guys. And in anyways, we're young, guys. Like, we should even be like, guys should not even be like our main thing. Like, we need to be focusing on that degree, our career, our day-to-day life, traveling, doing us, and then the right man will come to us. But in the meantime, do not deal with broke guys, because just as bad as how their life is miserable, they can make your life miserable too, because they be the most jealous guys ever. Just letting you know. So just to get yourself out of that and to keep your light and to not go through any toxicity, leave it alone, please. And leave the first time has been the most biggest thing for me. I don't give chances just because of that. I do not give chances just off of that, because I feel like if we had to get to a space where we're not speaking anymore and then you're coming back into my life, no. I already gave you a first chance. There's a reason why we're not talking. I don't believe in second chances. I never did. I did it one time and I stayed with my choice to not give nobody chances ever again. It's a waste of time. I feel like the person already showed you who they were the first time. Why am I even giving you another opportunity to play with me? Like, no. First inconvenience when you're acting or playing in my face, I am leaving. And there will be no chances after that. Leaving is one and done. Like, I don't think that I should be overstaying with somebody that doesn't know my value the first time. I learned my non-negotiables and my boundaries, and that's the biggest thing you have to learn in your adulthood, because you can't let people play with you. This is a whole world. This is not school where you're looking at the same people over and over and over again, and sometimes there's most of the time there's new kids that come to the school. No. This is a whole world that you're stepping into. I don't think you want to go into this world not knowing what you're for and what you're not for. You cannot let people play with you. You have to know who you are. When it comes to friends, relationships, job, work, career, how much you're getting paid, all that. You know what you deserve. You know what your work. You feel what I'm saying? So you need to stand firm in that in your adulthood, so nobody play with you. Or take a trip, go out, read a book, hang out with your friends. Like, that has been something that I just learned to just pace myself at, because I would just go out back to back to back, or I just don't go out for a very long time. And since I experienced both, I'm more so just like stay home and then go out every now and then, like whenever I feel like it, because I like being home. I like my own energy. I like vibing. I like chilling. But there's times I want to go outside, and then I'll go outside. You feel? Peace starts with you. Don't take some things personal. A lot of things that people do to you are a projection to themselves. Once you see how miserable people are and how lame and they're already losers, of course they're gonna want to drain your energy. Of course they're gonna do and say these things and be mean and do these things to hurt you and everything, because hurt people and they're miserable, haven't healed from their own trauma, from their own situations, their loss. So of course they're gonna be doing what they're doing and say what they're doing just to bring you down, because they see your light. You know what your purpose is. You know the goal. You know what you gotta do. And the people that is meant to be around you during that time is gonna form all around you. It's gonna be all around you. As long as you keep pushing and keep doing your thing, all the positivity, all the love, all the peace, the joy, all the greatness, all the blessings is gonna all accumulate, all come flourishing into your life, because you're not attracting the same thing. You're not wanting the same thing. You're in a different space. Remember who you are, so you don't take stuff from people who are not even on the same alignment as you, who's not even on the same road as you. Get to you. Keep praying. Keep believing in yourself. Keep pushing. I know it's so much stress going on out here in this world, but I believe that you got it. I believe you do. I believe that you got it. I believe that everything's gonna fall into place the way it's supposed to. As long as you keep having faith, as long as you make good choices, as long as you keep going on a good path that you're on, just keep believing, keep praying, keep having faith, and trust that God got you. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and turn my post notifications off when I post a new video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, and subscribe. Remember, subscribe. And peace.